Or, as an outlier, we could support Asta. Sorry, Holmfrid. Well, no, she's not a Frisian. If my nobles decide to elect Holmfrid, who would actually be a really good choice. Like, if I was power gaming this, I would be going for Holmfrid every time, because it would mean that we would have Sweden and Frisia united under one character. But we are playing this as Freya. And Freya has lost her faith in Black Wolf. So those are going to be the three choices. Polls up. Wait, did I get Damocles right? Yeah, Damocles is a princess. So, vote, vote, vote. Get your votes in. Who should be the next ruler of Frisia? Damocles, Charlotte, or Frank? Those are your choices. Princess Frank, Prince Charlotte, or Princess Damocles. Don't understand why you have to be stuck with partition for most of the game, because it was historically the most prevalent. Though historically, I think that rulers also had a hell of a lot of more control over who got what. I would still like to see a system representing that. I could see an entire DLC just about freaking partition. So you have to spend a certain amount of development on each child, and then based on what you give them, depends. I guess part of it could also be if you give them money or prestige. To balance out the lands instead of all of your money going to your heir. You mean kind of like the top ruler saying this is how I want the realm to be divided. Yeah, exactly. So it could be, you get my capital, you get my second highest province, you get nothing but you get all of my money. Although then it would be fairly easy to just banish them and take the money back. So maybe not all of the money. They still have to get lands. It's my complaint, the king would have had a lot more control over the inheritance. Yeah. Okay, so that was fairly one-sided. Princess Damocles got only 3% of the vote. Prince Charlotte came in with 9%. And the undisputed champion here is Princess Frank, who apparently has been impressing a lot of people. So we are going to be throwing our rather ample weight behind Princess Frank. Call to war. Poland. Against a populist uprising. Nah. I don't think you need my help there, Poland. I'm proud to say my son is no longer a child, but is an adult with sufficient tutelage. Even a child that's displayed little inclination towards diplomatic influence, such as Charlotte, can come to truly understand it. A true silver tongue, she could sway the opinion of counts and kings alike. When he speaks, the court listens in unraptured silence. Charlotte's quite good. Brave, grey eminence. High diplomacy, decent martial. Okay. What was Charlotte going to get? And now Black Wolf is back in the succession, because of course he is. Oh, no, we're supporting Frank now. Available legacy. Do we want to do a legacy? Generational belligerent, Casus Belli cost. We've never really done guile. We've never really done blood. Erudition, possibly. Actually, yes, I think erudition makes a lot of sense. We're going to grab erudition right now. Courtier and guest opinion plus 10. We've made a real history of recruiting guests and using them. Blood is good, but we've not been marrying for traits particularly. It's not in the actual legacy of the way we've been playing. So now that Yeah, now we can't give this stuff to Frank. But we could give it to... See, this is broken. This is not working as I think it should be. Giving titles to children should be completely frozen to how the succession's supposed to work. Because what I could do now is give it all to Black Wolf and then switch the election to Black Wolf again. Can I remake the Holland title? Yeah, I could, but there's no point because it'll just get destroyed again. Because I'm not giving this land away. Why would I? My children are idiots. Visby is fighting again. Lypian conquest of the Great Temple of Paderborn. Who? Oh, Visby does actually own that. So the holy site in Brunswick isn't actually in Paderborn, even though it's called the holy site of Paderborn. I wonder if that's not intentional. I don't think that's intentional. I think that this holy site's in the wrong place. It should be over here. Blood is a little OP at the moment. In the island, my playthrough is just rammed with hale and handsome men. Isn't that the way it is in real life? I think Poland's king went Catholic. You could be right. Nope, that's not Catholic. I will take over the world. That's true. Oh dear. Or not. Yeah, that is a rather mighty Poland. Although he's now 53. And he has a lot of children, which is going to cause absolute freaking chaos. I wonder if it's actually a good idea to land your children earlier. Let them actually build up a power base, especially your immediate heir. Like, as soon as they come of age, give them land. Dulce can be imprisoned, don't care. Right. I think it's time to start doing some work over in Russia. Namely going after Novgorod, because we have a lot of money now. So we're going to declare war on you. Because I want Garthwell's claims in Rusa. To be acknowledged. All 14 soldiers I got from you. Thanks. Don't need them. Uppland is already being occupied. Let's go for Rusa. Betrothal fulfilled. Good. Oh, oh, yo, oh, oh. Yep. Stop. Stop. Pause. Safety helm, people. Safety helm. Ow. Oh, man. Just buffeted my... Ow. That hurt. You need the safety helm to protect you against the safety helm. Okay, so we are fighting... This is West Francia again. Valois de Jour War for the County of Amiens. Nah. I'm busy. I think what could work out, since you have equal inheritance, a system where you hand out the title to yourself, but you're required to give each child an equal number of counties. I mean, that's how I think it should work. The problem is you don't have control over who gets what. I think there should be a screen which can say, okay, you get this, you get this, you get this, and you get this. And just make sure that it's kind of enforced that it's equal. Y'all, Gudrun is not swayed. Gudrun is at 100% though. So is there anybody else that we need to work on? Yes, y'all Saviopolk. And in fact, I'm just going to check that these are all also through. They are. We cool. Is everyone in my court also through? Yes. Also good. We're speed 4. We shouldn't be on speed 4. Alright, let's go and take out the rest of Russia. How's the food supply? Food supply's fine. Considering I'm pressing his claim, I'd kind of like to see his armies joining us here. But I can't. Oh, that's true, yes. I do have befriend. Right, the reason I haven't been doing it up until now is because befriend was more difficult. Unless they're already friendly, but now that they are already friendly, I can do that. Let me just do this by order of strength. You are not befriended. No, you're not. Begin. Because I get 3 stats for every friend. Progeniture is really far away. It's now a late medieval technology, I think. Succession. Succession law. The earliest primogeniture is high crown authority and requires primogeniture and innovation. And the primogeniture innovation is late medieval. Minimum time 1200 AD. So for the majority of the game, you're not going to have it. I can create Lotharingia? Interesting. Why? Oh, you were the... Yeah, I don't really care about that. Although I could have used the fact that you were in jail to steal some of your territories, but also... Helra has been, like, fairly decently powerful. I haven't had any problems with Helra. The one that I've had problems with their power is Frisia. If I could reduce Frisia's power a bit, I would. No, Helra's been fine. I can call Jarl Saga of Uppland into a war. Why? Don't know. Alliance with Valois has ended. White peace. Oh. What do you mean neither of us stand to gain? Garth is still here. You're lying to me, Queen Homfred. Lying! Uppland and Bergslagen are now fighting against Visby. No, I'm not getting involved in this. Stop it, Visby! This is getting ridiculous. Worst alliance ever! We still have food supply, so we're still good to go. We'll be able to siege down Sukov and then move over to Sweden, which apparently is having big sodding problems of their own. Like really big problems. The whole of the northern territory seems to be kind of imploding slightly. This is a very unstable era. How did I lose Gotland? Succession. It's still ruled by Maudlings. Horn is a cadet house of the Maudlings. Culture, fascination. Ah! So I can now... Succession. Change. Petition. Or high petition. Oh, you need heraldry innovation for high petition. But we can now go for partition. Which just means that new titles won't be created, I think. And then we need the the heraldry innovation as well. Which is, I would assume, high medieval. Yes. Okay, that makes more sense. So the next fascination that we're going to go for... I don't really care about royal prerogative. What I do care about was the growth in development. Which was this one, coinage. The faster we can get coinage, the faster we get the just free development upgrade, and then we'll just be developing like crazy. The other one I would quite like to get actually would be herds, but I still don't think there's quite enough money to really have many of those. Because our development still kind of sucks. Now, has that changed my succession laws at all? Like, do I maybe possibly get Holland? Although Holland is not my heir's primary title. So who else has territory in... You know what? I actually have a way of sorting this. What I should do is give Lille and Bruges to their rightful inheritors. And then just let Frank take them. Because Frank's already the Duchess of Flanders. So if she can already integrate them under Flanders... You know what? I actually quite like that idea. So Charlotte, you can have Lille. And... Damocles can have Brugge. And if you guys happen to expand out on your own, great. I mean, we're old enough. We're now in our 60s. So letting the kids loose upon the world, I think, might actually be good. We're going to hold on to the Netherlands, though. So having to fight for Holland, unfortunately, is something we'll have to do as Frank. But at least Frank will have a unified, hopefully, Flanders in which to do that. In fact, can I make them vassals of Frank? Yeah, I can. Do I want to? Is it easier for Frank to take them when they're not her vassals? Probably, because yeah, you can just use up their territory. And Damocles. There we go. So Frank now owns the whole of Flanders. So she's legit quite powerful. I'm doing all I can to help you. There's not much more I can do, except pay you loads of cash. Which I don't want to do, because I'm still having to pay for my regular armies. Okay, so that's done. So now I basically just need to sit here until the war is over. Or who currently occupies this? This is occupied by Margarita of Bergslagen. How long until that war ends? Harold's daughter, a Headmark. Aboard Bergslagen. Currently at minus 17% is this one. Oh, it's a Liberty War. Oh dear. Sweden's about to lose a ton of territory. What the hell is Ireland doing here? That's not good, because Ireland's insular. Also, can I replace... Yes, finally I can replace this idiot. So we have a 14 learning in you. You are Osterru already. Osterru. Let's go and recruit you. 200? What? Or we just search... This is a much cheaper way of doing it. We're going to start searching for a physician, which will give me more people of learning, and then I can just make one of them into it. If you wanted to do a Dutch start in TK3, should you do it in 867 or the other start date? I mean, either works. 867 might be a bit more difficult because you have to deal with Vikings. 1066 you're part of... In fact, I think both of them you're part of the HRE. Court physician. So, we have got Jitska, who is a learning 15. Or Radoslav, who's a learning 8. I think Jitska is going to be better. However, you would be a sinful... And you would be a virtuous. Neither of them. Keep searching. Except I don't think I can do so for another... year. Drat. Another diplomacy perk. Cool. True ruler. Offer vassalization plus 25. We should probably try to do that. Like with you. It's now only minus 60. Finland, I'm guessing, is a kingdom. Oops, duchy. Minus 600. Okay, never mind. What about over here, like Lippe? Minus 99. Waldeck. Minus 0. Let's sway you. After learning that Jarl Ulfa would be guesting at the manor at the village of Kloppenberg, I realized it would be the perfect occasion to meet with him. Such a pleasant man. Yeah, this Poland is incredibly strong. The map! My spies have informed me about a hunter causing a ruckus at a local tavern. The woman's been spending large amounts of gold and bragging loudly about a great deal she struck with a fancy lady in pearls and silk. Apparently, she drew a map of the local farmlands for an unknown noblewoman. The spies think the lady must be scheming against me or one of my subjects. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I become more vigilant, or that idiot belongs in my dungeon. No, thank you for bringing that to my attention. I totally trust you, crazy person. I can call in a dynasty. Oh, it's the dynasty member calls. Criminal, don't care. Being raided, unacceptable. Not much I can do about it, though. No, I think I need to actually go and sail over to Sweden and siege down some of their stuff over here in Norway. Just to get this war going a bit faster. Meanwhile, prisoners. Countess Gida has lost all of her territories. Ah, oh. Yeah, you can stay in jail. I do not trust you. You two are Mordlings. But you're kids of the people I'm trying to take. You can stay in jail, but I'll release you afterwards. Just realised something. CK3 is super punishing this time around. First you got to deal with the succession stuff, then around 1200 you can finally embrace primogeniture just in time for the Mongols to arrive and say, mine! Yep, pretty much. Brugge finally becomes Österru. Cool. Just in time for me to replace you with somebody hopefully better. That doesn't cost 200. Why are you so expensive? Ah, because you have a bunch of claims to French territories. Yeah, I'm not paying that much. Mafalda has no negatives. Here we go. You're actually pretty good all round, which means that the other temples will do better. We'll pay for you. And then we'll bring Mafalda in to that position. There we go. New Riksgodai done. Task was also finished, but we need to continue converterizing. Oh, you know what? I will help Novgorod convert this into new Österru, as opposed to the old version.